It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Allen going to go to the air right away. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. So much to discuss with the Chiefs and Bills getting together here. The top 2 scoring teams in the AFC last year. Buffalo won their regular season meeting in 2021. That was 38-20 in Week 5. But as we all know, the Chiefs got them back in the playoffs. One of the best games in recent memory. 42-36 in overtime. And a game that many thought helped spawn the new overtime rules for 2022. 23 yards the pickup there.
Nice first down pickup there for Gabriel Davis, who really announced his presence last season. Playoff record, 4 touchdowns against Kansas City, also over 200 yards in that game. People in Buffalo really believe this guy's going to continue to develop as one of their top receivers.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Third down. Here's a run by Cook. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have the Bills' first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play call.
Allen hit. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide.
And that's caught inside the 35. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
54, Mike. Let's go one more. Mike, 54. Mike, 54.
Allen now looks to throw. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Allen. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
His throw caught at about the 5. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now receiver in motion left. They'll run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. To the air, Allen. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play there, getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick six.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
I got you, punk. Watch safety.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Ryan Knoll, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
And now here is another interception. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. John Ross, 76 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
And oh, it's blocked. This is going the other way. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Boy, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown of protection that led to the block.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw.
Has his man, it's Shakir.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Going deep downfield for Ross. It got his man complete. Touchdown. John Ross as the first half is winding down.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Take it in at the 3.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down.
On second down and 4, Allen. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. A final shot before half for Allen. He'll check this down to Hines. Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Well, Charles, I mean, things just seem to be getting worse and worse for one sideline, or flip it over after that fumble return for a touchdown. Better and better on the opposite end. What an impressive first-half performance.
And, partner, I know the saying in the NFL goes that no lead is safe, but I will say that this one seems pretty secure. And if we continue to see plays like that, I'm going to switch back and say this lead is safe.
So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Here's Bass now to send it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bull his way in there for the 2 points.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Buying time to his left. It's complete to Cook. Touchdown, Bills. James Cook, 34 yards. And the Bills are able to at least get one score back.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Allen will try to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
He's crashing. He's chasing.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down and 4, Mahomes flush to his right. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. But with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Diggs. It got his man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 68 yards. And the Bills are able to claw one back. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. And they're going to be set up with excellent field position past the 45.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. John Ross, 61 yards. And the Chiefs just continue to roll. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown. James Cook. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2.
Right there, 54.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and throw for it. Flushed out right. And now here is another interception.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. John Ross, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. And he's brought down. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Chiefs continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And my goodness, another interception. Mike Edwards picks it off. Yet another mistake after the interception.